Right now, as you're watching this, your legs and feet may be quietly sending you signals that something deeper in your body needs attention. Not loud signals, not dramatic ones, the kind that are easy to dismiss. Many people assume these changes are simply part of getting older. Cold feet, a little swelling around the ankles, legs that feel weaker than they used to. I want to speak to you calmly and honestly today because these signs are often misunderstood. And in many cases, they are not random at all. I'm not here to diagnose anything. I'm here to help you understand what your body may be trying to communicate so you can decide what deserves attention. What surprises many people is this. When circulation begins to struggle, it often shows itself first in the legs and feet, long before anything obvious happens in the chest. That's because your legs are farthest from the heart. They rely on steady, efficient blood flow. When that flow becomes less effective, the lower body is usually the first place where changes appear. Today, I want to walk you through 12 signals that research has associated with reduced circulation efficiency, especially as we age. Not to scare you, but to help you notice patterns early. Some of these signals appear during the day. One of them often shows up at night, and many people never connect it to circulation at all. If this topic feels relevant to you, stay with me. Sometimes, simply understanding what's happening allows people to take action earlier, and that can make a meaningful difference. Let's begin with the first signal. Signal 1. Feet that stay cold, even when the rest of your body feels warm. Many people laugh this off. I just have cold feet. I need thicker socks. But consistently cold feet can sometimes reflect how blood is being prioritized inside the body. As we get older, the body becomes more selective about where blood is sent first. The brain, lungs, kidneys, and heart itself naturally receive priority. The feet are last in line. Research observing people with reduced circulation efficiency has shown that cold feet are often one of the earliest sensations they notice, especially when warmth doesn't return easily. The key difference here is this. Normal cold feet usually warm up when you move around. They respond to activity. But when circulation is struggling, the feet may stay cool no matter what you do, even with warm socks, even in a warm room. Some people describe it as a constant chill, while the rest of the body feels comfortable. If your feet remain cold most of the time without a clear reason, it may be worth paying attention to how your circulation is supporting your lower body. Signal 2. Swelling in the ankles that leaves a dent when pressed. This is something many people notice in the evening. You remove your socks and see marks. Your ankles look fuller than they did in the morning. Here's a simple observation many professionals use. If you gently press a finger into a swollen area around the ankle or lower leg and the indentation stays for several seconds before slowly filling back in, that suggests fluid is collecting in the tissue. This type of swelling can happen for many reasons. But when it becomes frequent or persistent, it often reflects how efficiently fluid is being moved through the circulatory system. When circulation slows, fluid has a harder time returning upward from the legs. Gravity pulls it downward. Over time, it settles around the ankles and lower legs. What's important to notice is the pattern. Occasional swelling after a long day on your feet is common, but swelling that appears daily, worsens by evening, and leaves visible impressions may be your body signaling that fluid balance is under strain. This isn't something to panic about, but it is something to observe carefully and discuss with a professional if it continues. Signal 3. Legs that suddenly feel weaker than they used to. This one often surprises people. They assume weakness means fatigue, or aging, or simply being out of shape. But research has shown that when circulation efficiency declines, leg muscles are often affected early. Your leg muscles are large. They require a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to function smoothly. When blood flow becomes less effective, muscles may not receive what they need, especially during activity. People often notice this as difficulty climbing stairs that used to feel easy, legs feeling heavy after short walks, a jelly-like sensation after light effort. What's important is the change. If tasks that were once effortless suddenly feel demanding, and the weakness seems out of proportion to the activity, your muscles may be responding to reduced support from circulation. This doesn't mean something severe, but it does mean your body may be asking for attention. Ignoring persistent weakness can allow patterns to settle in that become harder to reverse later. Signal 4. Sudden weight gain that seems to come from nowhere. This can be one of the most confusing signs. You step on the scale and notice several extra pounds, even though your eating habits haven't changed. Your clothes feel tighter, especially around the calves or lower legs. Your shoes may suddenly feel snug. When weight increases quickly over a short period of time, it's rarely about body fat. Fat develops gradually. Rapid changes often reflect fluid retention. When circulation struggles to move fluid efficiently through the body, fluid can begin to accumulate, particularly in the lower half. Gravity naturally pulls it downward. This is why weight related to fluid often settles in the legs, ankles, and feet first. What matters here is speed and pattern. A slow increase over months is one thing, but noticeable changes over days, especially combined with swelling, deserve attention. Your body is very good at maintaining balance. When that balance shifts suddenly, it's usually trying to tell you something. Signal 5. A bluish or dusky tone in the lower legs or feet. This is a visual signal that many people overlook at first. You may notice that your toes, feet, or lower legs appear slightly bluish, grayish, or darker than usual, especially when sitting or standing for long periods. This can happen when blood moving through the area carries less oxygen than the tissues need. The lower parts of the body are more affected because blood moves more slowly there, and gravity works against upward flow. At first, this color change may come and go. Over time, it may become more noticeable or last longer during the day. This isn't about appearance. Skin tone often reflects how well tissues are being supported underneath. When color changes persist, it's a sign worth paying attention to, especially if it appears alongside coldness or swelling. Signal 6. Ankle swelling that doesn't fully improve with rest. Most people experience occasional ankle swelling, but there's an important distinction between temporary swelling and swelling that follows a daily pattern. With circulation-related fluid buildup, ankles may look fairly normal in the morning. As the day goes on, they gradually swell. By evening, the skin feels tight, and socks leave deep marks. Resting or elevating the legs may help a little, but the swelling doesn't completely disappear. This happens because fluid is slowly accumulating faster than it can be moved away. When swelling behaves this way consistently, it's no longer random. It reflects how pressure is building in the lower circulation. Your body is excellent at adapting, but when swelling becomes predictable and persistent, it's a sign that adaptation is being stretched. Signal 7. Small sores or cuts on the legs or feet that take longer to heal. Healing is a circulation-intensive process. Oxygen, nutrients, and repair cells all need to reach the area efficiently. When blood flow is less effective, even minor skin issues can linger. You may notice a small scrape that stays red longer than expected, a sore that improves very slowly, skin that seems fragile or easily irritated. This doesn't mean something dramatic on its own, but delayed healing often reflects how well tissues are being supplied underneath the surface. Your body prioritizes vital systems first. When circulation resources are limited, repair in the extremities can slow down. Pay attention to healing time. It often tells a deeper story than pain does. Signal 8. Leg discomfort or cramping when walking short distances. This is a signal that directly affects daily life. You begin walking at a normal pace. After a short distance, your legs feel tight, sore, or crampy. You stop to rest, and the discomfort eases. This pattern suggests your muscles are asking for more oxygen than they're receiving during activity. Walking increases demand. If circulation can't meet that demand, muscles respond with discomfort. At first, this may happen only during longer walks or uphill movement. Over time, it may occur with lighter activity. The important thing here is progression. When tolerance decreases gradually, your body is signaling that support during movement is becoming less efficient. Movement should energize you, not consistently limit you. Signal 9. Restless or uncomfortable legs at night. This is one of the most commonly overlooked signals. You finally lie down, expecting rest, but your legs won't settle. There's an uncomfortable urge to move. Twitching, crawling, or tingling sensations appear for no clear reason. Sleep becomes fragmented. Many people assume this is a nerve issue or simple restlessness, but studies have observed a strong connection between nighttime leg discomfort and fluid shifts in the body. During the day, gravity pulls fluid downward. It collects in the legs and feet. When you lie down, that fluid begins to redistribute. As it moves, it can gently compress nerves or alter local pressure, creating those unsettling sensations. The result is not pain, but persistent irritation that interferes with rest. What makes this important is frequency. Occasional restlessness happens to everyone, but night after night discomfort deserves attention. Your body does much of its recovery during sleep. When sleep is consistently disrupted, it's often because something deeper needs support. Signal 10. Varicose veins that suddenly worsen or appear quickly. Veins in the legs rely on one-way valves to move blood upward. Over time, those valves can weaken, and varicose veins can develop gradually. But when existing veins suddenly become more prominent or new ones appear quickly, it often reflects increased pressure within the circulation. When blood has difficulty returning upward efficiently, pressure builds. The veins respond by stretching and enlarging. This isn't only a cosmetic change. It reflects how hard your veins are working to compensate. If changes happen slowly over many years, they're usually manageable. Rapid changes suggest the system is under more strain than before. Your veins often reveal what your circulation is dealing with long before other signs appear. Signal 11. Skin on the lower legs that looks shiny, thin, or unusually smooth. Take a moment to look at the skin on your lower legs. Does it appear shinier than it used to? Almost stretched? When fluid accumulates beneath the skin over time, it alters the skin structure. Natural texture becomes flattened. Pores and fine lines smooth out. The surface reflects light differently. This isn't about dryness or lotion. It's about tension from underneath. Skin may also feel more delicate or sensitive than before. These changes develop gradually, which is why many people don't notice them right away. But once you know what to look for, they become easier to recognize. Your skin often reflects long-term patterns beneath the surface, especially in areas affected by gravity. Signal 12. Numbness or tingling in the feet. This signal often begins subtly, a slight pins and needles sensation, occasional numbness that comes and goes. Over time, it may become more frequent or more noticeable during the day. Two things can contribute here. First, swelling can gently compress small nerves in the feet. Second, nerves themselves require oxygen to function normally. When circulation support decreases, nerve signals can become inconsistent. Messages misfire. Sensations feel unusual. The concern isn't discomfort alone, it's awareness. Reduced sensation can affect balance, coordination, and confidence while walking. When your feet can't accurately sense the ground, the risk of missteps increases. Paying attention early allows you to protect mobility longer. Closing thoughts. As we bring everything together, one message becomes clear. Your legs and feet are not separate from the rest of your body. They are often the first place where circulation patterns reveal themselves. These signals are not diagnoses. They are messages. Cold feet that never warm. Swelling that follows a daily pattern. Weakness, restlessness, skin changes, altered sensation. Each one on its own may seem minor, but patterns matter. When several of these signs appear together or persist over time, your body may be asking for support. Paying attention early allows you to have more informed conversations, make thoughtful adjustments, and protect your quality of life. Nothing here is about fear. It's about awareness. Your body is remarkably intelligent. When it sends repeated signals, it's worth listening. If today's video helped you notice something new or connect a few dots, let me know in the comments. Sharing experiences often helps others recognize patterns in themselves. And if you want more calm, clear explanations like this, you're welcome to subscribe and stay connected. Your future comfort, mobility, and independence are shaped by the small choices you make today, including the choice to pay attention. Thank you for spending this time with me.